Hello, my name is Joshua Heaney and I'm a saxophonist and educator. Today we're going to look at and review an interesting little product for your saxophone called key leaves. The company Key Leaves, as well as its founder and owner, Rulon make many claims that this product can actually extend the life of your pads, reduce stickiness, and reduce chance of unnecessary pad rot. They claim this is made possible because key leaves are designed to prop open keys that are normally closed against the tone hole on the saxophone. On modern saxophones, you just prop up the C sharp and the E flat key, and the G sharp key, which is linked to the low C sharp key, will pop up too. I was a little dubious about these claims because I'm always skeptical of popular sentiment or things that just seem to take on a life of their own. So I decided to seek the source and talk to Rulon himself. I had the chance to meet him at the North American Saxophone Alliance conference in Arizona this spring, and he had wonderful things to say not only about his product, but the fact that I was asking questions. He was very supportive of this review and gave me lots of information, and I can't wait to tell you my findings. So first, the key leaves themselves are sold in a convenient little pack, as you can see right here, and it even has some instructions on the back. It's very simple and straightforward. A lot of times, these little accessories for your saxophone, or in music in general, are sold in kind of generic packaging, so I'm really kind of excited to see that Key Leaves have their own branding and a real identity for the product. Once you take it out of the packaging, the Key Leaves are a simple product where you have a stretchy synthetic band in the middle and then two chunks shaped like leaves of synthetic material on each end. Now, Rulon has gone ahead and said this synthetic material will not damage the finish of your saxophone. The only thing they advise is to not let it make contact with the leather of the pad itself. Just make sure that it's always touching the keys. This is what key leaves look like when they're installed on my saxophone, in fact, and I think it looks kind of interesting, and it's kind of neat how it even matches the green felts that you can find on my horn. Now, I started using key leaves once I received them back in early March, and I've been testing them ever since. I wasn't sure if I would see any concrete benefits, but I figured for only $20, it's a really easy small investment to make, so let's test it out. I'm thrilled to report that ever since having them on in March and using them consistently, I've had very little to no sticking of my pads whatsoever. Most saxophonists will know the frustrations of a sticky C sharp and especially sticky G sharp key, and honestly these issues have been a thing of the past ever since I started putting on my key leaves. On a different note, I also had some friends reach out to me who were concerned that by having the pads raised off the saxophone, that the quality of the seal or the little indent on the pad would be degraded. Whenever the seal of a pad is degraded, it can always invite the possibility for leaks and other issues with response when you're trying to play in that part of the horn. I'm really thrilled to share that I have actually experienced zero degradation of the seal of my pads, and the response of the horn from top to bottom has remained basically the same. I have seen zero impact from using these key leaves as far as responsiveness of the horn is concerned. I also had some repair friends express some concern about whether this would make your saxophone a little more susceptible to damage when transporting it in a case while the key leaves are propping your keys open. This is actually a problem that really weighed on my mind too, because usually my saxophone lives outside of the case, and I only take the saxophone off the stand and put it in the case when leaving for a venue or traveling for long distances. So to test this theory, I actually put my saxophone in its case with the key leaves on and gave it a good 1 to 2 minute shake. I repeated this process once a day for the better course of a week, and again experienced no difference in response or seal with any of the pads on the saxophone. As a result of my testing, I feel that I can safely conclude that key leaves make no difference or negative impact when it comes to having a good seal on your saxophone. However, they make a massive difference when it comes to your pads not sticking, and I can't recommend them enough. Key leaves also make big claims about the reduction of pad rot and increasing the longevity of your pads. I haven't had the product long enough to be able to make a fair assessment in this regard. However, you can check out keyleaves.com/proof in order to see their claims. These claims are backed up by really renowned saxophonists such as Timothy McAllister, who is a classical force, as well as Ron Blake, who is a wonderful jazz musician and also a friend of mine. Key leaves can be found from the Key Leaves website, as well as from many third-party music retailers for the low cost of only $20. Key leaves are compatible all the way from alto down to bass saxophones. So you can choose to own one or you can own a whole collection for all of your saxophones. Even better, for those of you who have vintage saxophones, the ends of the key leaves are removable, so if you have a non-articulating G-sharp key, you can just stick the end underneath the G-sharp key itself. Overall, I think key leaves are an excellent value and present some wonderful benefits for saxophonists for a low price. And because of this, I am happy to announce that I am giving away 2 sets of key leaves for you guys to have on your own. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and leave a comment saying what you think about key leaves. And once you do that, I will have a drawing about a month from now, and we can see who gets a free set of key leaves. Anyway, so those are my thoughts. If you have anything to share or any questions about key leaves, be sure to write a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video because it really helps get the channel out there and get more people seeing this content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.